In the beginning, computers were only able to follow simple instructions that people typed using a keyboard, and they could not think or respond like humans. Scientists and engineers started to dream about machines that could understand human language and have conversations like a real person. This dream gave birth to a new field of technology called artificial intelligence, which means making machines think and act like humans. In the early days, the progress in artificial intelligence was slow, because computers needed to learn how to understand meaning behind words, not just letters and grammar. Then, in the year 2018, something big happened. A team at OpenAI created a powerful model called GPT, which stood for Generative Pre-trained Transformer. GPT was different from past systems, because it could learn patterns in language by reading a huge amount of text from the internet. This model could generate new text, answer questions, and even write stories, because it had read so many examples of human language. After GPT-1 came GPT-2, which was much more powerful, and people were amazed at how human-like the answers sounded. OpenAI waited to release GPT-2 for public use, because they were worried people might use it in the wrong way. When it was finally shared, developers all over the world began to test and use it in apps, chatbots, and writing tools. Then came GPT-3, which was trained on even more data and had more than 175 billion parameters, making it one of the largest language models ever built. GPT-3 could do things no other AI had done before, like writing essays, poems, computer code, and even jokes in many different styles and tones. People used GPT-3 to write books, build websites, make art, and even help them write better emails and messages. But there was still something missing. GPT-3 was powerful, but it wasn't easy for everyone to use. So, OpenAI created ChatGPT, a friendly and easy-to-use version of GPT that anyone could talk to, just like sending messages to a friend. ChatGPT became an internet sensation after its release in November 2022, because it could explain things, answer questions, and write anything you wanted. Students used it to learn, developers used it to code, and writers used it to get ideas or fix grammar mistakes in their text. Unlike normal search engines, ChatGPT could give direct, clear answers without showing ads or links to other websites. Soon, millions of people around the world started using ChatGPT every day for studying, working, and solving everyday problems. OpenAI continued to improve the model by listening to user feedback and training it to avoid harmful or incorrect answers. They introduced ChatGPT Plus, which gave people access to even smarter versions of the model like GPT-4. GPT-4 was smarter, safer, and more creative, and it could even handle images, voice, and more complex instructions. ChatGPT helped language learners practice English by chatting in simple words and correcting their grammar. It helped job seekers write resumes, prepare for interviews, and even write thank you emails after meetings. It helped programmers write and understand code in many languages, from Python to JavaScript and more. It also helped small business owners write product descriptions, social media posts, and marketing content. Some teachers used ChatGPT to prepare lesson plans, quizzes, and student feedback, making their work easier and faster. People with disabilities found it helpful too, because ChatGPT could read or write for them when typing was difficult. While many people loved ChatGPT, there were also concerns about its use in cheating, spreading wrong information, or replacing human jobs. OpenAI worked hard to build safety systems, such as content filters and rules, to reduce misuse of the model. They also added features where ChatGPT could say, "I don't know," if it wasn't sure about an answer. Over time, ChatGPT became more honest, more helpful, and more respectful of human values and privacy. In 2024, OpenAI released GPT-4 Turbo, which was faster and cheaper, and used by many businesses and schools. ChatGPT also got memory, the ability to remember things you told it in past conversations, so it could give more personal help. With memory, ChatGPT could remember your name, your goals, and even your writing style if you allowed it. You could ask it to speak like a teacher, a friend, or a coach, and it would follow your style and tone. The model became available on mobile apps, websites, and even inside tools like Microsoft Word and Excel. It was no longer just a chatbot. It became a digital assistant for life, work, learning, and creativity. People began to wonder, Is this the future of communication, where machines understand us as well as humans? Some people use ChatGPT to explore philosophy, write movie scripts, or understand complex science topics in simple words. Others used it to practice English conversations before interviews or to role-play business meetings. ChatGPT also became useful in emotional support because it could listen to your worries and give comforting words. But it always reminded users that it was not a human, and they should talk to real people or professionals when needed. With responsible use, ChatGPT became a tool for growth, not just entertainment or productivity. More companies began using ChatGPT in customer service, helping answer common questions without long wait times. Schools began teaching students how to use AI responsibly, not to cheat, but to learn and grow smarter. Writers use ChatGPT to brainstorm ideas, check grammar, or rewrite boring paragraphs into creative stories. Artists used it to describe scenes and emotions, which they could turn into beautiful paintings or animations. ChatGPT could also explain legal terms, summarize contracts, or help write polite messages for difficult situations. It became like a super-powered notebook, always ready to help, day or night, without getting tired or bored. Some people called it the best learning partner ever created, because it was patient, smart, and never judged your mistakes. Others said it was like a mirror for your thoughts. It helped you see what you really wanted to say. With more improvements, ChatGPT began to understand feelings better and respond with more kindness and care. It helped reduce loneliness for some people, especially during hard times when no one else was around. Many language learners thanked ChatGPT for making English practice easier and more fun than before. New tools like voice chat and image generation were added, making it a creative partner, not just a text machine. ChatGPT could even describe pictures, help you design logos, or guide you step by step in cooking or fixing things. People with anxiety used it to prepare for difficult conversations or public speaking. It became a part of everyday life for millions of users, just like email or social media. Schools, offices, and even hospitals found smart ways to use ChatGPT in helping people. OpenAI reminded everyone that AI is not magic, but a tool created by humans, trained on human knowledge. As more people learned how to use it responsibly, the benefits grew for learning, health, creativity, and more. ChatGPT inspired other companies to create better, safer, and more human-friendly AI models. Governments began discussing AI laws and safety rules to make sure everyone used these tools ethically. Kids used ChatGPT to write poems, stories, and letters to friends while learning new words and grammar. Retired people used it to explore history, write life stories, or learn new hobbies like gardening or painting. Business owners used it to create ads, answer emails, or even plan new product launches. Scientists used it to explain research in simple words that the public could understand. ChatGPT became a bridge between complex knowledge and simple learning, helping everyone grow together. The world had changed, and so had the way people thought about learning, working, and creating. ChatGPT was not perfect, but with every update, it became smarter, kinder, and more useful. People realized that the best way to use ChatGPT was not to replace thinking, but to support thinking. Teachers taught students how to ask better questions, and how to check the answers they received from AI. ChatGPT was not a teacher, not a friend, and not a human, but it was a great helper in the journey of learning. It was trained by humans, guided by humans, and improved with human feedback. The story of ChatGPT showed how curiosity, science, and responsibility could create something truly helpful. It was not just a story about a machine. It was a story about people, and how they shape technology to help others. From a small dream to a global tool, ChatGPT became a symbol of how far we've come in understanding language. And as the future continues to grow, the journey of ChatGPT is only beginning, with more chapters yet to be written. Just like people, it learns every day, and it reminds us that learning never stops, for humans or for machines. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed learning simple English through this inspiring story. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to Voice Vocabulary for more helpful and interesting stories. Share this video with your friends who are also learning English. Keep practicing, keep improving, and stay motivated. See you in the next video. Take care, and goodbye.